Like,
What is the biggest adjustment coming home?
the biggest adjustment is really is getting back on your feet. Because as a time, things could change in 6 months while you going. You know what I'm saying? I was going for 2 years. So, and I say that humbly because this nigga's in there that's never getting out. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing is adjusting, getting back on your feet, because sometimes you try to go back to that thing that got you in there in the first
Yeah.
place. And in your head, you like, nah, I could do it better this time. Not even knowing this time away,
Insanity.
nigga, it done got more crazier. You know what I'm saying? So it was adjusting to getting back, getting financially back ready is what's hard about coming home, because to me, going to jail is like they're snatching you up, putting you in a cage, and like, all right, even though you're a felon, you probably can't get a good job, and we don't want you selling drugs. Go out there and figure it out.
Facts.
You
They
know
don't
what I'm
provide
saying?
the resources that you need to get you back into the transition.
Do it the right way. Don't we on your ass. So even though we took everything from you that helped you prosper, figure this shit out the right way. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, like, I look like me once I finally get to where I need to get and I get the money I need, I'm into shit like that, like helping niggas who just came home, because that shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another contradiction with your shorty. It's like a damn. Some of your shorties will look down upon you because now you home and you got the
you still dependent on
yeah,
them.
you got them ones where who understand what you going through, so they trying their best to build you up. Which us as men, we fuck up a lot. We take it for granted. But then you got your shorties who just still put the weight on you, even though I've been home 2 weeks. Like, how you expect me to do anything?
Yeah, like let me enjoy being home
Yeah.
a little bit at least.
At
Let me
least.
Well,
just
not even. It's
have my
hard
feet
enough.
planted.
It's hard enough doing this shit. Regardless, you gonna give me 2 weeks, and now you on my ass about some
Yeah.
shit.
So, and I think one of the hardest things for me coming home was adjusting to fatherhood, because I came home to a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A whole 1-year-old kid. So who had to get to know me through a collect call,
Through a screen.
let me through a glass. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was one of the hardest things for me ever. Like seeing my kid for the first time through a glass, because she didn't even know who she was looking at first until I got her a nickname. I call her, and once I said the nickname on the phone through the glass,
it now.
that's when she kind of looked at me and stared at me for like a good 10. She's 8 months old at the time. She's staring at me like, oh, so that's you that be saying that, huh? Let me take this in. So that's one of the hardest things about coming home from jail, man. It's like, sometimes, like I said, I had a kid in prison. Me and my girlfriend at the time was going through things in prison. People died. You know what I'm saying? So it's adjusting to shit you've never had to deal with before when you come out.
I seen you said you checked yourself into a halfway house the other day.
Yeah, I actually been in a halfway house for 90 days. Because when I came home, I had I made some bad decisions, and but the thing about my bad decisions is it's always outweighed by good things I got going on. So because the federal judge seen that I actually had good things going on in my life, I'm fighting for my kids. I'm looking for work. I'm focusing on music. I'm staying out the way as far as they know. It's like, you know what? She kind of had a little leniency on me. She said, you know what? You could either do 90 days in a halfway house, or you could do 90 days in jail. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, you know what? And a lot of the niggas, believe it or not, would rather jail, because that halfway house is a temptation. Being freedom sometimes is a lot for some niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And now I
can
understand.
why. I can't understand it, but I
So let me help you. Let me help you with that, because you gotta think, when you in there for a certain amount of time, you getting fed for free. You got a place to stay.
You know the status quo.
Everybody's giving everything to you. You just kick like I said, having a time is easy when you ain't got no girl, because you just kicking back right now. Like, to you in your head is kind of like I'm just chilling right now. I'm gonna get out. So whatever. You feel me? But for a nigga like me who got shit going on in the world, people who depend on me, and people who actually look for me, it was a little bit harder, because I'm thinking about the outside world. And one thing niggas had to teach me in jail was, man, when you in here, man, you gotta forget about out there. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, if you see me in jail, nigga, the COs at one point thought I was some fucking kind of boss of my area, because I stayed on that phone. I had 2 phone pins. You get 6 calls a day. I was over there busting them down.
I got all my calls.
Yeah, I got 12 calls a day. So, and it's the little shit about that make you appreciate shit. Just being able to breathe air, you appreciate that shit. Like,
Facts.
being able to talk to your people and that you didn't. Because now in jail, man, one thing that caused a rough patch in my relationship in prison is what a lot of women don't understand is when you in jail, bro, you start talking to people you ain't never talked to, because you just need somebody to talk to. I'm writing letters to people I ain't even give a damn about while I was on the streets. I ain't
Just
sure
to have a conversation.
just to have a conversation,
Yeah.
just to expect something coming in. So Jail will do that to you. And I remember me, I don't know if y'all know what segregation is, the box, the shoe.
Yeah.
I did a month and a half in the shoe. So that shit drove me nuts. I started hearing shit.
I was gonna say, okay, so I've always heard this shit from like listening to podcasts or watching like documentary. Somebody will tell you like segregation is literally the worst thing you could do to a person. And you said after
A month and a half.
a month and a half, you said
Damn.
you started hearing voices.
I would probably give it like, it was like after the second week I started like, cause I believe I got something called what's that thing when you sleep and you feel like something holding on
Sleep
to your
paralysis?
sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was hearing shit, like something was holding. My eyes would be up and I couldn't like stop. Like I would hear something under the bed, like stuff like that. I'm seeing shit. I'm talking to myself because your mind, the mind is a crazy thing for a human. Like you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Your mind will start playing tricks on you. So it was to a point where I started talking to myself. Like I'm hearing ghosts and shit in my cell. Like I'm not even to sound like over dramatic. Like I'm talking back to the ghost. You know, leave me alone. Shit like that. Like I'm covering my face and shit like that because like you confined from human contact. You know what I'm saying? I unfortunately had when I was in the box. I spent out of that whole month, I probably spent a month and a half. I probably spent 2 weeks of that with somebody, two different people, and the rest of that I was in there by myself. To the point where CEO started feeling bad, like, damn, nigga, you been in here for a minute. Here go some extra trays. And it is the hardest place because in there you don't got your commissary, you don't got what you got in your blocks.
You're completely cut off from already being cut off.
So, so the trick I teach everybody is not even to teach everybody because I don't want nobody to go to jail. But
If you so happen to do that,
if you so happen to make this mistake and you take that vacation and you go to the box, the first trick I'm gonna teach you is, you know how people tell you when you get your first paycheck, the trick to being on top is saving that first paycheck and wait for the next one.
Yeah.
It's like your tray in the box. You gotta take that first tray and save that shit. You're gonna be hungry all day. But by the time that second tray come, you eat that tray you've been holding for a long time, put this one by the window so it can stay cold. You learn survival in jail. Like you gotta keep your milk on the window so your shit can stay cold like it's in the refrigerator and shit like that. Like you gotta wash your drawers with your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like
You get pillows, no covers, no nothing.
hell no, you gotta buy a pillow. You know what I'm saying? So in a box, no, you don't got none of your stuff. So I was making pillows. Like they giving me extra niggas that's leaving. I'm taking their extra blankets. I'm folding it up, laying on it. Like in jail, you learn a lot about yourself because you have no choice but to make your time fly. You know what I'm saying? And you think in your head, what am I gonna do to make my time fly?
So with everything that you've been through and you transitioning back into your music right now and you trying to get your life back and just being a dad as well as an artist as well, how as everybody who want to see you flourish as an artist can support you to help the transition even better?
Like right now, one thing I notice about everybody around me, they love my music. Like I don't do the yes man thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very serious about this shit. So if this don't sound like how I normally come, tell me that. So and one thing I say about it is, like I said, I have different groups of people. Like for instance, I got my brother Maze, right? He been watching me do this shit my whole life. He been right here with me. So he's one of the people I take very serious when it comes to my music shit because he gonna let me know, like, and it's very different. It's very little times I disappointed him, you know.
Okay, that's
but,
good.
But he'll let me know,
That ain't it.
bro, that either nah, that ain't album material, or nah, bro, do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that, but I feel like
Yeah.
you could have came different on there. And then I got my sister who don't got nothing to do with rap. One of my sisters who don't got nothing to do with rap, but she'll let me know, like. And the one thing that hurts, but I got thick skin when it comes to this game, and she real raw. She gonna let you
She
know.
gonna let you know
She gonna let you know, like, yeah, I don't like that.
that ain't it.
You know what I'm saying?
not even, no holds bars for nothing. She not holding back shit.
She gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't like that. You could do it better. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, you get sensitive about it,
But you can't.
but you realize they give a fuck. They realize I could do this better. So, what I feel like other people could, like people outside of that could do to help support me is just like, like for one, besides criticizing me on my music and tell me what you could hear better, it's like shit, like what we all want, let somebody know, you know what I'm saying? Share this right here, you know what I'm saying? Or show somebody this, tell them about me. and just keep digging my brain because I like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you dig in my brain, you show me you care about me. So
Facts.
because you want to see where my head at. So yeah, that's why right now like the first that's not my first album. It's my first independent album, The Great Depression, on all platforms. But that's my fourth project, but my first independent album. And that album right there, if you see the cover photo, right, it's like a picture of me holding my daughter. I got my inmate shirt on with all the shit I've been through behind me. And what that represents is, man, listen, like, these represent who I am. This is what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm dealing with right now. On top of me holding my sleeping daughter, who don't know, like, daddy trying his best to make sure your world is tip top while my world falling. You know what I'm saying?
Make her not notice anything going on behind you.
And the fucked up part about it is like my daughter's seen a lot of the shit I've gone through. You know what I'm saying? My daughter done seen my face messed up. My daughter done seen me she done seen my face messed up. She done seen me arrested a few times. She met me through a jail phone, even though she probably don't remember that. She met me through a glass, even though she don't remember
It's
that.
part of the journey.
Yeah. So but one thing I look at it as is, I might sound crazy to y'all can let me know, but I don't really hide too much from my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in a time now in life where girls get fascinated off the slightest shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga being a gangster,
Facts.
a nigga being shot.
So she's seen the ugly side of it firsthand.
And then they fall in love with that ugly side. But also the second thing I look at it on that is by the time I'm gonna be stupid rich by the time my daughter get older anyway. But
Speak that shit into existence.
yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna be rich as hell by the time my daughter even get old enough to understand what that shit really is. Both of my daughters and my son. But I don't hide shit from them because if it came to a point in life where I'm still not where I want to be, but they understanding certain things, nigga, I ain't impressed by that. My daddy done did all that. What you telling me?
And I see where he at now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you think this shit cute? Like, you think this shit cool?
Like that's where you want your life to go?
Yeah, so when you got kids, but you think about shit a little bit different. So that's why I really, as much as I didn't want to, I had to fall back from the studio. I had to fall back from putting music out. I had to fall back from taking pictures. Just all the shit I wanted to do, I had to fall back because I got people that really need me right now, and not like niggas outside of me. They're not gonna understand that because it ain't your life. It's some niggas who still love the street shit. Like they'll put the streets before their kids.
I think after this episode, they're gonna understand a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
like it's really.
They got to, because
Cause the shit that you saying, like we all understand. Like I was zoned in the whole fucking time.
It's really like you want to put me a little bit more.
For your own, my brother.
What you call Don't get like I said before. You a man, stand on your business. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be a street nigga to stand on business.
Facts.
You don't gotta be a street nigga to be real, and you don't gotta be a real nigga, a real nigga to. Hold on. The liquor hit me. You don't have to be a street nigga to be real, and real niggas ain't always street.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got some of the realest niggas.
Who got a 9 to 5?
9 to 5, go home.
Yep.
To their wife and kids.
Take care of their wife and kids. And I know, nigga, if some shit happen to me in the streets, nigga, he gonna pop off before
Facts.
you.
He gonna hold it down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got
Niggas got different principles and morals.
clear friends that's like that. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I mean.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I got clear friends who will hear some shit happen to me, like, bro, what do you want to do?
Couldn't be.
Yeah.
That can't be him.
He did that to you?
No.
We're gonna get his
He
ass.
would never.
Let's go.
Like, nah, I go to jail. Like, bro, your bond's $1 million. Even though I seen you do it right in front of my face, I know you didn't do it.
That's not who you are, man. I get it.
They put up their crib fast. You know what I'm saying? And it'll do that, you'll really see who care about you when you're in that situation because I'm not always good with it myself sometimes. I got a little brother right now who's currently fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't do enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's also really because I'm not in a position yet to really do what I want to do for him. But even I tell myself sometimes, like, damn, like, I miss his call. I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll call me and let me know, like, yo, bro, I need something. I'll be like, damn, how could I forget that? You know what I'm saying? I've been through this.
Yeah.
You feel me? So stuff like that, bro. It's just like this street shit, man. That's my moral for this. We're going to get a little deeper with the time we got, but my moral for this whole interview is I'm a nigga telling y'all right now, I've been through this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been shot. Look at me. I done all that. Everything y'all could think of as a street nigga, I done been through all that. and it's really a fucking hype. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta be a street nigga or portray yourself as a street nigga to be a real nigga or to stand on your business. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, man, it's a lot of street niggas that's bitches. I know a lot of bitch ass street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that a contradiction?
It is it is. It's like it's really a lot of like. Look at, for instance, right now we're in a generation right now where it's a scary time to be a street nigga because come on, for instance, look at the kid Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? The nigga portray himself as a street nigga, told on his whole gang in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And accepted himself as a rat, and people still like that shit. And one thing I learned is in the street world, society cares about us this much. You know what I'm saying? Street rules and shit like that, they care about us this much. They don't care about our rules. They
In
don't
the
live
real
about our
world, they don't give a
rules.
fuck about none of that shit.
Even the bitches, he got money. He told on who? He ain't tell on me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bitch. Like, shit like that. So it's like, I don't know. Like, it's a lot that come with it. You know what I'm saying? This street shit is like, it's politics. It's fake. It's an image, but it's also real.
Fact.
This street shit real. You know what I'm saying?
The fake is real as long as you keep faking it.
Niggas-
Like that lie is gonna be your life eventually.